So now that I've downloaded all the data, I want to actually visualize and see what the data actually looks like corresponding to the movements I was doing. So a program that I like to use to open the CSV files that contain the data is Matlab. So I'll open Matlab, drag and drop my CSV file, all three of them, into Matlab, like so, into my workspace. So I want to import these as matrices. So I've clicked on numeric matrix and import selection. That was top wrist, now middle wrist, and also bottom wrist. All right. I'm just going to rename these to shorter variable names so I can type them out faster. And we can actually go create a figure, plot bottom, and we'll just plot the x-axis of each sensor versus their respective time vectors. Now it's important to note that each of these CSV files have their own time vectors, so you have to plot them against their own time vectors, not any of the other ones. Cool. So here is our figure, and we can see here, these were my 3 claps. Okay, if I zoom in, and you can see that these have been time synced. So here's 1 clap, and that's what it looks like in the x-axis for each sensor, with each line corresponding to another sensor. Or I can zoom into my 3 arm movements here, and you can see that they're time synced as well. Now if I zoom out, I'll see that there is only 1 line at the beginning because I downloaded all of the data from the top sensor, whereas the other 2 sensors, I only dated a portion of it. So you can actually see the data only starts in this region here for those 2 sensors. After you've exported the CSV files, they all have their own header columns. So you can see before I imported them into Matlab, they had them here. So the first column is the time vector or the timestamp. Then it's the 3 accelerations, so acceleration the x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Then your angular velocities in your x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. And finally your magnetometer values in your x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. The time vectors for each sensor don't actually start at 0 because this is the absolute timestamp. So you can see for the bottom wrist it starts at 30 seconds, middle wrist 29.96 seconds, and for the top wrist it starts at 2.08 seconds. And that makes sense because we decided to download the whole data set from the top wrist first and then the latter part of the middle and bottom sensors. Alright, that was the video for SD card logging. Hope you understood it all and followed it quite cleanly. If you have any questions, please email us at contact.us@imeasureyou.com and we'll be in touch with you as soon as possible. Thanks.